So this is how it is without any kind of a earphone, and this is pretty much the same audio quality that you must be experiencing in the other videos that have been uploaded on the channel till date. And let's try to a different audio input. I think that will work much better than the other inputs that we have done. Right there. So this is a new earphone that I've bought with enhanced speakers and everything. So hopefully the audio quality is better now, and we'll check how the audio pans out in the edit of this video. And yeah, you guys must be surprised why am I wearing these glares today. And the primary reason for that is that these are the latest glasses that I got made for myself, and the index of these glasses is just perfect. I can see like very clearly as to what I want to see. I can read at a distance, and that is really great for my eyes. I don't have to stress much. My eyes don't water as much as they would have when I wore those plain spectacles. And yeah, so it feels really nice, really calming on the eyes, and looks pretty stylish too, if I may say so. So yeah, so this is the day three of the Pomodoro, and I think we've been doing great so far. Uh, we've uh, we've managed to speak for 25 minutes on 2 days straight, and this is the third day. So completing the hat trick as we mentioned before. What are the things that have happened in the day that passed? I don't think that there has been much that has been happening. Uh, Aside from the fact that I made lunch today again, and it was some nice rice and dal that I made on the side of it, and I had made um, some chickpeas in the morning, which turned out to be very good. There was nothing fancy that I put into it. There was just the chickpea spices, special spices, a tomato, onion, and a garlic, and that was all that was needed to make it a lip smacking dish, I must say. And um, I had it with the rice and dal, and I had a pretty good lunch, I must say. There's some of it still left, just like yesterday. I know I didn't have any bread today, but I still was feeling quite full for some reason, and so I'll be having that in my post lunch in the evening. Um, so that is one thing, and oh, some hair is back. Yeah. Also, I've put some oil on my hair. That's why it must be looking a bit flattened. You can't see the whole mop of it, and that is what is happening. Uh, there is some construction work still going on the upstairs floor. That's why you must be hearing the noises of the drill and the hammer. Um, the noises are getting severe and severe. I have some work that I have to get done uh, after after this live session gets over. After this session is done with, I've been procrastinating doing that for a couple of days, and I think this is the time that it should be done. It should be completed. Uh, I'm expecting it to be done by evening, like before evening, and let's see how it pans out. Uh, as always, I have some hand sanitizer at my disposal. Not because I'm a germaphobe, but just there's something about um, the smell of the sanitizer that makes you feel secure and safe. Ah, yeah, it's not a goopy kind of a sanitizer. It's a very liquidy sanitizer, and that makes the distribution very easy. When I'm on trips, this is not the sanitizer brand that is inside this. The brand of sanitizer that is inside this is actually uh, this one. It's Savlon. So this pocket friendly packet is like very user friendly, and you can take it in your pocket wherever you go. It doesn't take much space, and it's great. Yeah, that's the thing. What else? What else? Hmm. Um, what else is there to talk about? Pretty much don't know. Okay. I don't know what do we talk about after this. Um, you could see my image in the laptop, double image of me doing the live session. Um, what else? Feel like we don't have anything much to talk about today, but still, we'll keep on pushing ahead and try to reach the 25 25-minute mark and complete today's session. Um, there's some things that couldn't be done today. I didn't take the trash out today, uh, and uh, and that's why there's some trash. But I think hopefully we'll get rid of it tomorrow. Oh, sorry. So tomorrow is the last day of the last weekday of the week. So didn't realize that the week got over so quick. It shouldn't have, but it has. Like all things do, good or bad, they do have an end. So whenever you feel that this thing is never ending, this pain is never ending, do know that the end of it is just around the corner, uh, and something new is about to start. On the other hand, when it comes to experiencing joyful moments, it's really important to know that this moment is not going to be everlasting, but it is very important to live in that moment and live it to the fullest, because of the same reason that it is not going to be everlasting. And my eyebrow looks like an unibrow when looked at it in this angle. It looks like a long, continuous brow, very much like what Kajol had in Dilwale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge. So let's talk about that film now that we have spoken about that. Um, I personally never liked that film because I don't know, because it never felt like a love story, because when the two characters meet in the train, it felt very much like harassment till the very end, and he harassed her to the point where she uh, she became dependent on Raj. Simran became dependent on Raj, which I don't feel is a very good way to experience love. And but the fact is that the shitty story is packaged so well in good music and good locations and good cinematography that it tricks your mind in believing that this is a good love story. Well, it is not. It is really not. They have basically met on one road trip, and basis of that, um, Raj has gone back to India to get Simran back, and there were hilarious parodies made of this movie, that what happens after they get married, because Raj doesn't have a college degree. He just has his family estate, and what happens uh, uh, when they fight after marriage. Nobody talks about that, and that, I feel, sets really unrealistic standards of love amongst the younger generation and the generation of today. That love is such candy floss bubblegummy romance thing, and anybody who doesn't get it is not loved enough, or is not happy enough. And this really enraged me to a point where they released a Silver Jubilee set of CDs this year, during the pandemic, and I was like, for 25 years you have sold the younger generation unrealistic standards of love, and now you are just trying to uh, trying to benefit more from the situation by selling us more stuff of the same kind, in a refurbished, repackaged material. And I mean, how shameless can you be in trying to earn a livelihood of the expectations of people, of the trust of people, and living off them like that. I'm like, it just doesn't make any sense. And one of the other things that I have been talking about is the cult of Imtiaz Ali films, because uh, precisely this generation is a big fan of Imtiaz Ali films, because it talks about struggle, it talks about anxiety and depression, and it talks about finding love despite of that. And as concepts, they are good, but actually, um if you zoom in a bit on the stories of Imtiaz Ali, you will find out that all of his movies are basically the same story told again and again. That there was just one original story, that was Jab We Met, and he has basically made Jab We Met again and again and again. Because because basically the same story is being followed uh, in every film of his. The films are so similar, because let's take the first film after Jab We Met, that went hit, which was Love Aajkal. It is about a confused guy who doesn't know what he wants in his career, meets a very bubbly girl, and they go on a trip. After the trip, their personalities get swapped. The guy gets very sure in his career, and starts making it big, and the girl gets depressed. And the film ends when the guy realizes that his true love is that girl, and he goes back to the girl, and they get married. This is the film. uh, the same thing happens in Rockstar, a very confused youth um, hangs out with a very bubbly girl, which is Nargis Fakhri. They go on a trip to Kashmir, and then uh, they their personality swap again. The girl gets really depressed, and the guy starts killing in his career and becomes a great rock star. Uh, yeah, and by the end of the movie, he realizes that the girl is what he needs, and they sadly can't get together, because the heroine of this film, the lead actress of this film, dies in Tamasha. Uh, Ranbir Kapoor and Deepika Padukone go on a trip to Corsica, and when they come back, they are they just the same thing happens again. Uh, Ranbir really starts great into his theater thing, and then he realizes, oh, it was the girl who we needed, and he goes back to her. And then there was the film Lavajkal Returns, which was pretty much same story again, I feel. So yeah, this is what we are getting at. Yeah. There's also a theory which states that people who look like monkeys are 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 very much successful because humans don't consider them as a threat, and and that's why these are the people who become very successful in life. There was an example being given of somebody, I can't remember, but in recent memory I can think of Tony Robbins, who really looks like a big gorilla, and people don't uh, think of him as a threat, and that's why he's so successful. I really don't know about the accusations and the allegations that are placed upon him by some of the female followers and assistants of his. That's why I won't be able to comment on that. But I feel he's a pretty influential personality, and if he has those flaws, then he should come out in the open, and he should be punished for that. And what else? Talking also, we've also been talking about sadness, melancholy, and catharsis. So let's go into all of that just bit by bit. Melancholy is just an extended period of sadness where you just have these bouts of sadness and feelings that things are not going to get better, and it's just an unending process. It's what it basically is. It is low. It is low. In essence, it is just low as a low grade anxiety, and anxiety in itself is low grade depression. Now the claims that I'm making may or may not be true, so please do not take them on face value if you're watching this video in a future time, because I'm no expert on mental health, and I'm just trying to ratify and have something to talk about. And um, and then we talk about catharsis, which is nothing but uh, um, a mechanism to get over your grief through some act, some movie, some song, some phone call with a friend or a colleague, and it is how you process your grief. Like for example, uh, for many stand-up comedians, the stand-up comedy in itself is a catharsis. It's a way to deal with their daily life, and um, and they do it by getting on stage. uh, like they must be having some issues uh, when it come when it comes to uh, their personal life, uh, or the professional life, and the stages where all of that angst and anxiety comes out in forms of words. And when you get the instant um, um, what do you call it, uh, gratification, no, instant validation. When you get that instant validation from the crowd, it is such a big high. The rush, the adrenaline rush that you get just from a laugh, from that instant feedback is just immense. And to not be able to match it uh, i- in your day otherwise is a pretty sad feeling, I feel. Like they have to wait till the evening to get that rush of getting on stage and getting high. And I think that is the reason why many of the artists, not just stand-up comedians, but even musicians, resort to some sort of high chasing, like they go behind drugs or gratification of other of a physical kind, or alcohol, and submerge themselves into it, to just maintain that level of high throughout their lives, not just when they are performing but also when they are off stage. And that is, I feel, what results in a lot of overdose problems in artists. Um, like, for example, Michael Jackson had to have some kind of painkillers to keep on going, to keep on performing, because you really marvel at how much energy can a person have if they are performing like that for hours and hours. And how is that just humanly possible? And the and that is when you realize that these people are really dependent on a lot of high providers, a lot of relaxants and depressants, to keep on going. And that is certainly not a healthy way to live, but the alternative way of living is also not that clear yet. Like there was an instance of a comedian who came to India, like 4 years back, and how he just needed to have some kind of an instant fix for uh, for a failed show that he had. He needed an instant pick me up, so that he didn't feel sad anymore. And that's why he went off to do something that won't be very um, uh, graceful of me to say on camera, because uh, the, the act that he did is uh, somewhat ungraceful in nature. But yeah, that is what high chasing leads you to. It just makes you a dopamine crazed monkey, and just makes you keep chasing these highs, and just maintain that level of rush, so that you don't feel sad anymore. Um, and I feel uh, I'm not an expert of it, again, but a great way to do that would be uh, to maybe to meditate, to do uh, to do uh, to do activities that are opposite in the arousal state of what we do in your artistic frame. Like, if your art form is a high arousal state, like being a stage artist, maybe you could try a low arousal activity, like meditation, or humming, something like that. So slowly and steadily, we are inching towards the end of this Pomodoro session, and as you can see, with practice, we're getting better and better. Our speech failures are getting reduced, uh, and our thinking process, hopefully, in the coming times, will get in sync with what is acceptable in the environment around, and we'll not have to just motor mouth and have a brain and mouth disconnected from each other, uh, just just because uh, just because we have to blurt out something, and after blurting it out, we'll be really embarrassed as to what just I did say, what did I just say out, because we didn't give ourselves that much time to think. But now, slowly and steadily, hopefully, the thinking process will get accelerated, and we'll have better words to say in the times to come, and not just blurting out random things, like we've been doing for the couple of days. Hopefully, we'll have a better week coming in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with the glares and the right kind of an audio input to enhance your guys' experience. Till then, stay tuned.